Morning guys, and welcome to my workshop. This is part 4 of my project, the oil drum tabletop. Let's crack on. Okay guys, I'm back to the reclamation yard and I picked up some scaffold boards, as I said. I'm not sure how they'll look. Obviously they're really old and used, covered in dust and dirt, so until I get them through the planer thicknesser, I'm not going to be sure what I've got to work with. They've got a few splits and cracks in, not sure if they're too bad, I hope not. Let me unload them now. As you can see, they're in the back of my car there. I think ideally I need a van, but obviously I'm not doing this every day, so I've kind of abused my car, which is not too good, but I have protected it with some cloths. Well, to be honest with you, my top that I took off and put on the seats and the armrest in the middle there. So let me unload those and we can have a look at what we've got, inspect them and see if we can try and make some tops out of them. So okay, here we go. So there we are guys, I've got 5 of these reclaimed scaffold boards. They're 2.4 metres long, 50mm thick. I think the next job is to remove the metal banding off the edges, make sure I get the nails out, and then move on to the planer thicknesser. Square the edges up so we can then join them together. I'll probably also thickness them to the same thickness as well. Get all the muck off the top, clean them up and see what I've got to work with afterwards, see what this wood's like underneath all the grime and years of neglect and abuse, I guess. Okay, so the next job, I'm going to remove these metal bands off the ends of all these boards. So let's get on with that. Just got to make sure all these sneaky little screws are out, otherwise it's going to mess up my planer thicknesser, damaging the blade. So I've got to get out as many nails as we can if there's any in there. Okay guys, so I've now debanded them, taken the bands off the ends of the scaffold boards, and I've gone around and taken out nails that were left behind, and also some odd nails that are in the boards. Now I look at the boards, I'm not sure what they're going to look like and if it's going to make a good table. Maybe I've wasted my money on these, maybe I can't charge a customer for them, but I'm never going to know until I get them planed and thickness down, have a look at one board and then decide where to go. You know, there are a few splits in them. I don't know if they're all the way through the boards. I don't think they are because I was careful when I picked them, but it was in a dark container at this reclaim yard, Ace Reclamation in Herne or West Parley in Bournemouth. So until I clean one up, I'm not going to know what the material is I've got to work with. So I think the next thing to do is rejig my workshop, get my planer thicknesser ready for me to use, and then crack on and planer thickness down. But that's a bit of a struggle. One problem having a small workshop is you're limited on space and I have to keep moving things around. And unfortunately my planer thicknesser I think weighs 490 kilos. It's an old Sedgwick MB planer thicknesser. It's a lovely machine, but I have to keep sliding it around. Now really ideally I need to make a a base for it on some sort of really strong casters that I can move it with ease, and that's something I've got planned. I just need to buy some angle iron from somewhere, but I'm not sure of the best place to buy angle iron. I like to find things cheap. I don't just want to go on eBay and pay a fortune for the angle iron. So yeah, that's another project in the pipeline yet again, which is to make a mobile base for the planer thicknesser. Anyway, that's enough of that. Let's get on to the planer thicknesser and get one of these planed down. I'm thinking of cutting them down closer to size because I don't need them that long. It'd be easier to manoeuvre through the planer thicknesser. So then, what's your thoughts? I've never used recycled material before. To me it looks like firewood. I do have a wood fire, so I could always put it on the fire at Christmas. You know, there's some cracks in this one quite bad, but then I have got more than I need. I'm only doing one to start with. I've got enough wood for just about one table, and I've bought an extra plank just in case. I'm surprised at how bad this is plain, to be fair. Well, as you can see, it's got some character. I suppose you could call it character. I'd call it crap, to be honest with you. I've planed all the boards down now on the planer thicknesser, and I've brought them to thickness, and I've squared up one of the edges. So the next thing to do is run them through the table saw to make sure the boards are parallel, and then after I've done that, I'll run the second side of the boards through the planer thicknesser and square up the second side. And then once I've done that, all I've got left to do is glue them together and leave them overnight. So let's crack on with the table saw and cut the boards down. So they're all cut down to width, so we know they're nice and parallel. So now the sawn edge, I just need to run over the top of the planer to square that edge up, and then both edges are square, and then we can join them together. So let's get back to the planer, set that up, and let's go. All the boards prepped, ready for glue up. So next job is glue up. So why do I keep saying so? I say so all the time. So. Stop saying so. Thanks for watching part 4, and I'll see you again in part 5. Until then, keep well.